solving question 38 in LeetCode, count and say. So basically for this question, let me zoom in. We need to essentially go through n, so it's going to give us number 1 through 30. And then for the number, we can see in this one n through 4. So 1 is 1, 2 is say 1, and then the number 1, and so that's going to equal 11. And then we're going to take 11, and then we're going to say 2 ones, so it's going to be 21, so on and so on until we get to the end. So steps are going to be, first, we're going to turn n into an array. So that array will be like, let's say we're on the second iteration, so it'll be 1, 1. Second step is iterate through that and start a counter. Count. And that's going to be equal to the amount of times we see an element. So for this, it'd be 2. And then once we reach a new element, we're going to append the count. So it'd be 2, and then the value. So that would be 1. So it'd be 2, 1, and then we would start this whole process over again with 2, 1, and then go through the rest of the code. So let's go ahead and start it. So first off, we're going to start with our base case. It tells us 1 is our base case. So second, sorry, my computer just went out. All right, there we go. So if n equals 1, we're going to return 1 in string form. And if it's not 1, we're going to go ahead and initialize our variables. So count is going to be equal to 0. And then we're going to have, let's see here, we're going to turn n into an array. So, or we're going to initialize array. It's going to be equal to, let's see here, it's just going to be equal to, int I for I in n. And then we're going to initialize j, k, and you'll see why j and k equal the values they do in a second. So while k is less than n, so the reason that we're starting k at 2 is because we're already just skipping the first base case, which is 1. So we can just go ahead and skip the 2. So while k is less than n, we're going to say that array is equal to int. I also need to initialize my answer. So answer equals this. So int I for I in ants. And actually, ants is going to equal 11 because that's going to be the starting value of the second iteration. And then we're going to go ahead and say j equals 0. So actually, we can just delete this up here. And then we're going to go ahead and say count equals 0. So actually, we can delete this as well. Sorry. And then we're going to say we're going to say while, we're going to do nested while loop, while j is less than or equal to length of ants minus 1. And this is where we're going to get into our conditionals. So if j plus 1 is equal to or is greater than length of answer minus 1, we're going to go ahead and say, we're going to do another check. We're going to say, actually, we're going to initialize our value as well, which is going to be value is going to be equal to array j. Okay, there we go. So if val equal to array j minus 1, so essentially if it's equal to the last value, we're going to say count plus equal 1, and then j plus equal 1. And then we're going to go ahead and say ants plus equals string of count plus string of val. And actually, we can just do this, make it a little bit cleaner. Perfect. And then else, so if it's not equal, we're going to go ahead and say ants plus equal string count plus string array j minus 1. And then we're going to do it plus 1 plus string val. And the reason that we're doing this is because we're going to turn the original count because we haven't found any more values that are the same. So we're going to stop the count there, return it, and then add the value of the last same value, which would be j minus 1. And then the next value, which is going to be the last in the array, since we're at j, since j plus 1 is greater than the end of the list or the length of the list, we're going to return the next value as a single. So it'd be 1. There's going to be 1 of whatever value it is. And then next, we also need to increase our j value here. And then we're going to do next. So if j, let's see here. If j equals 0 or val is equal to array j minus 1, we're going to go ahead and just do count plus equal 1, and then j plus equal 1, and then we're done there. And then lastly, if we're not at the end of the array and the value does not equal the previous index, then we're going to go ahead and say ants plus equals string count less string array j-1. And then we're going to say count is equal to 1 because we're already going to be on the next value. And then we still need to update our j value. So j plus equal 1. And then once we're done with all of this, we can, once we're done iterating through the array, we'll update the value of k until it's equal with n. And then we'll go ahead and our return will be ants. Oops. And that should be good to go. Let's see here. Array. Object is not iterable. Okay. I just need to make n a string. So n equals n. I guess I don't even need this. Yeah, I don't even need that. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead. Value index.range. Wow. Oh. Shouldn't be. J plus 1. So, see real quick why that's giving us an error. Okay, switch test case. Oh, shoot. It should be length array. Whoops, that's why. Okay. Still here, length array. Okay, there we go. Let's see here. Shouldn't be going through that one. So yep. So we'll need to start it on. Shouldn't need to start it on the third one. Let's see here. Yeah, shouldn't need to start it there. supposed to equal 1, 2, 1, 1. Okay. If that equals j minus 1. Oh, it's because I'm not clearing the ands value here. Okay. Needs to put it back to a new string every time. All right, let's go ahead and run it now. There we go. All right, submit this. There we go. Not a great runtime. I need to look up some other answers to see how I could optimize this. But thank you guys for joining. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I am posting a video every single day, solving a LeetCode question every single day. So I appreciate any support you guys give me. With that, have a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.